Have you ever held a penny in your hand and thought, what if this tiny coin could make me a millionaire? Sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you there's a very specific 1980 Lincoln penny without a mint mark that's rumored to be worth up to $5 million? Yes, you heard that right. One penny. $5 million. What's even scarier? It might already be sitting in your pocket, or worse, you've spent it on a cup of coffee. Stick with me, and I'll explain what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify it, and what steps you must take before it's too late. Trust me, this could be the most valuable 10 minutes you'll spend all year. Now, let's get straight to the facts. The 1980 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is one of the most elusive coins in U.S. history. First, let's address what a mint mark even is. Typically, coins are stamped with a letter indicating where they were made: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But this penny? It has no mint mark at all. At first glance, that might seem like a mistake. But here's the twist: its value comes not just from its rarity but from its condition and history. Only a handful of these coins were ever circulated. Imagine a coin slipping through the cracks of the minting process, a one-in-a-million fluke, and now, it's worth millions. But here's the kicker: most people don't even know they have it. How do you know if your 1980 penny is the golden ticket? Hang tight because we're getting to the most important details next. Here's how you can tell if your 1980 penny is the one collectors are clamoring for. Look for these key signs: no mint mark under the date, sharp, crisp details in Lincoln's face and the wheat stalks, or if you're lucky, a flawless surface. Proof like shine or unusually perfect condition, but don't just eyeball it. Get your penny appraised by a professional or send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts can officially authenticate your coin and give you an accurate value. Time for the big question: why does this penny fetch millions? It's not just about rarity, it's about demand. Collectors will pay top dollar for something truly one of a kind. And with inflation and the growing interest in rare coins, this penny's value could skyrocket even further. But here's where the urgency comes in: the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Coins in circulation wear down over time, losing their value. Every day you delay could cost you thousands, if not millions. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Right now, someone, somewhere in the US, is finding one of these pennies and changing their life. Why not you? But before you go diving into your coin stash, let me warn you: most people miss this treasure because they don't know what to look for. Could you be sitting on a life-changing fortune and not even know it? Stay tuned because today, I'm uncovering the secrets of the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and why its value has skyrocketed. And by the way, if you're thinking, this is just one of those too good to be true stories, stick around, I'll prove why this is no urban legend. Now, let's dive in before someone else cashes in on your penny jackpot. First, let's get clear on why the 1981 penny without a mint mark is so special. Most pennies have a mint mark indicating where they were produced: Denver, D, Philadelphia, P, or San Francisco, S. But in 1981, a rare production anomaly occurred at the Philadelphia Mint. Some coins left the factory without the P mint mark. Now, here's where it gets serious. These error coins are incredibly rare, and their scarcity drives their value. Think about it: less than 1 in a billion coins has this anomaly. Most people don't even realize they're holding a fortune. But what makes this coin so valuable, and why are collectors and investors willing to pay millions for it? You'll want to hear this because it's not just about the mint mark, or lack of it. Here's what you need to know. The value of the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny depends on its condition. If you've got one in circulated condition, it might fetch a few $100s. But if your coin is in mint state condition, meaning it's shiny, flawless, and looks like it was minted yesterday, this is where the magic happens. These coins have sold at auctions for hundreds of thousands, even up to $4 million. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that's worth more than most houses. Now, let's pause for a moment. Have you ever thought, this could never happen to me? Well, tell that to a man who recently found one in his grandfather's old coffee can. That single coin turned his financial life around overnight. Here's the real question. What would you do with an extra $1 million? Pay off debt. Travel the world. Secure your family's future, but finding one isn't enough. There's one crucial detail that makes or breaks the value of your coin. Miss this, and your penny might as well be just a penny. The secret lies in certification and grading. Without professional grading from a trusted service like PCGS or NGC, even the rarest coin won't fetch top dollar. Grading verifies the coin's authenticity and determines its condition. Here's the scary part: every year, countless people sell rare coins for pennies on the dollar because they didn't get them properly appraised. Imagine losing out on millions because of a small oversight. Don't let that be you. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry, I've got your back. In the description, I've included a link to resources and trusted graders to help you take the first step. But before you rush off, there's one more surprising factor that could increase the value of your coin even more. It's something most collectors don't even know. Here it is: provenance. If your coin comes with a compelling backstory or historical context, collectors might pay a premium. Did it come from an heirloom collection? Was it part of a famous auction? These details can skyrocket the value. So, here's what to do next: check your pennies, look for the 1981 date and absence of a mint mark. If you think you've got one, consult a professional grading service. Don't wait, these coins are becoming harder to find, and values are only going up. And for those thinking, what if I don't find one? Well, at least you'll have a much cleaner spare change jar. Remember, every great treasure hunt begins with a single step. That penny in your pocket could hold the key to a life-changing fortune. Don't let doubt hold you back. Check your coins, take action, and who knows, you might just be holding the start of your wealthy new life. Imagine this: you're cleaning out an old drawer, and a penny falls out. You think, it's just a penny, right? What's the big deal? But what if I told you that very penny could be worth $3 million? Yes, you heard that right, $3 million for a coin you probably overlooked 100 times before. Here's the kicker: this isn't some vague, lottery-style chance. Thousands of these coins are still out there, hiding in plain sight. It's the 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, and today, I'm going to show you why it's so valuable, how to recognize it, and how you could turn it into life-changing cash. Now, before we dive in, let me ask: have you ever thrown a penny away because it seemed worthless? Well, spoiler alert, you might regret that decision by the end of this video. Let's start with a little backstory. In 1982, the US Mint made a crucial change to the Lincoln penny. They shifted from copper to a zinc-based composition due to rising copper costs. During this transitional period, they struck millions of coins using both materials. But here's where it gets interesting: a small number of pennies minted in Philadelphia were struck without a mint mark. So why does this make them so valuable? First, rarity. In the coin world, rarity is king. These no mint mark pennies are incredibly scarce, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar, scratch that, top millions for one in excellent condition. Second, it's all about condition and grading. A penny graded as MS-67, that's mint state for those new to coin collecting, has fetched millions at auction. Yes, that's right. A tiny scratch or fingerprint can be the difference between a life-changing payday and a coin worth 1 cent. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: how do you spot one of these rare treasures? Take a close look at any 1982 Lincoln pennies you have. Flip it over. Do you see a mint mark? No. Don't get too excited just yet. You'll also need to determine if it's copper or zinc. A quick tip: weigh it. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc ones are lighter, at 2.5 grams. Wait. Before you start rating your piggy bank and weighing pennies on your kitchen scale, yes, I see you, you need to hear the rest. Now, here's where things really heat up. Most people think they'll never find something this rare. But what if I told you there's a strategy to increase your chances of discovering one of these gems? First, search where others haven't. Many 1982 pennies are sitting in forgotten jars, old wallets, or tucked away in attic boxes. The best part? Most people don't know what to look for, so you have the advantage. Second, once you think you found one, get it professionally appraised. This is crucial. A certified appraisal can mean the difference between a buyer offering you a few $1,000s and a top-tier collector willing to drop 7 figures, and let's not forget urgency. The market for rare coins is booming right now, but trends don't last forever. Every day you wait, the risk of missing out grows. So don't let this opportunity slip away. Seriously, would you rather let a $3 million penny collect dust, or put it to work building your dream lifestyle? Imagine the vacations, the house, the freedom, but here's the real question: could you be sitting on one of these life-changing pennies without even realizing it? Don't take the chance, grab your coins and start checking. Who knows? Your next big payday might just be in your pocket. Are you sitting on a fortune? Picture this: you're scrolling through a pile of old pennies, and suddenly, you find a 1983 Lincoln penny, but something's off, it doesn't have a mint mark. Now, before you toss it back into the jar thinking it's just another old coin, hold on. That coin could be worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard me right, up to $2 million. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know if you're holding on to a small fortune or just a regular penny. Let's dive in. The 1983 Lincoln penny is one of the most intriguing and elusive coins in the entire numismatic world. In 1983, the U.S. Mint switched from copper to a zinc-based composition for pennies, and this is where things get interesting. Most pennies that year are your standard zinc pennies. But what if I told you there's a small chance that you could have a rare, valuable 1983 penny without a mint mark? Hold that thought. Here's the problem: the U.S. Mint accidentally released a handful of pennies with no mint mark at all. This mistake, this flaw, could be the key to unlocking a massive payday. You might think, no way. How could a simple minting error make a penny worth millions? Well, keep watching because we're about to uncover the shocking truth behind this coin. Now, let's talk value. A regular 1983 penny, nothing special, right? At best, it's worth 1 cent. But, if you have one that was struck without a mint mark, things change drastically. These pennies are so rare that collectors and investors alike are willing to pay up to $2 million for them. Let me explain why. You see, only a handful of these 1983 pennies without a mint mark were ever made, and the U.S. Mint has no records of them. Because of their rarity, these coins have become incredibly valuable in the collector's market. The value isn't just about the coin itself, it's the mystery surrounding it. A coin that shouldn't exist. So, how do you know if your penny is one of these rare ones? First, you need to check the mint mark. Most 1983 pennies have a small mint mark located near the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. However, if there's no mint mark, it could be worth a lot more than you think. But that's not all. There's another thing you need to know that could make your penny worth even more. Condition matters. I know what you're thinking: I've got a jar full of old pennies, how am I supposed to know if I've got one of these million-dollar mistakes? Don't worry. We'll break down exactly how to identify your rare penny, but first, let's talk about why it's so urgent to act now. Here's the thing: the window for finding and selling these 1983 Lincoln pennies is closing fast. The coin market is competitive, and these rare pennies don't stay hidden for long. Think about it: if you had a penny worth $2 million, wouldn't you want to cash in? Imagine what you could do with that kind of money. You could retire early, take that dream vacation, or buy that house you've always wanted. But, if you're not careful, you could miss out on your opportunity to sell for top dollar. So, how can you sell your 1983 penny for the highest value? First, you need to get it graded by a professional. A certified grading service will assess the condition of your coin and provide you with an official certification. This is crucial because collectors will pay a premium for coins that are in mint condition, and, here's where it gets exciting: if your 1983 penny is in excellent condition and has no mint mark, you might be looking at a life-changing payday. But don't just take my word for it. Recently, one of these rare pennies sold for $2 million at auction. Can you imagine holding on to something worth that much? So, before you go digging through your change jar, ask yourself, do you have a 1983 penny without a mint mark? If you do, your next step could make you a fortune. But here's the kicker, the longer you wait, the harder it may be to find buyers willing to pay top dollar. The market for rare coins is shifting fast. The time to act is now. In the next video, we'll go over how to properly identify and assess the condition of your coins to maximize their value. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on a single penny that could make you rich. Before you go, take a second to check your pennies, you just might be holding on to a $2 million mistake. Imagine the possibilities. Can you afford to pass that up? Let's make sure you're not missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. What if I told you that a single penny from 1984 could be worth a fortune, up to $1 million? Sounds too good to be true, right? But stay with me because this isn't just some myth. In this video, you'll learn exactly why that seemingly ordinary penny could be hiding a life-changing treasure. Let's start with the basics. The 1984 Lincoln penny is not particularly rare in most cases. But if you know what to look for, you might be sitting on a gold mine. If your penny has no mint mark, that's where the excitement begins. In the world of coin collecting, mint marks are crucial. Normally, coins produced in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, and so, most of the 1984 pennies don't attract much attention. But a mistake, yes, an error, is what makes the difference between pocket change and a potential fortune. Imagine, one simple oversight by the US Mint has turned this one tiny detail into a highly coveted rarity. It's a mistake that only a few collectors will ever spot, but it can mean the difference between a few pennies or $1 million. That penny could be your ticket to financial freedom, and I'm about to show you exactly what to look for. Now, let's get into the specifics. You see, some 1984 pennies were struck without the expected mint mark, a small detail that was overlooked by the mint. This is a big deal in the coin world. Why? Because it's a variety error coin, a coin that stands out from the rest, and as we know, rarity drives value. The value? Well, that depends on several factors, but let's be clear, it can range anywhere from a few $100s to, potentially $1 million. Yes, 1 million. And you might be thinking, how could a penny be worth that much? Well, it's all about the rarity and the condition. The fewer of these coins that exist, the more valuable they become. You're probably asking, how do I know if I've got one of these rare pennies? Here's the catch, it's all about condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. A penny in mint condition can fetch a fortune, while a penny in poor condition will still have value but far less. It's not just about knowing you have the penny. You need to know how to get it graded. Without the right certification, that coin might be worth a lot less. In fact, you could have $1 million coin sitting in your drawer, but it's only worth a few bucks without the proper grade. But I'm not here to leave you in the dark. I'll explain how to get it graded, how to find buyers, and where to sell it for top dollar. Just keep watching. Now, before you start searching through every penny you own, let me warn you, this isn't something you'll find every day. These 1984 no mint mark pennies are extremely rare. It's about knowing what you're looking for and having the patience to hunt them down. But here's the kicker. Even if you don't have one of these rare pennies, don't give up hope just yet. The coin market is full of surprises. Many people have sold coins they didn't even know were valuable, until they learned what to look for. And it's not just about pennies. If you know how to spot rare coins, you can make thousands, or even millions, by selling them. Coins are a proven way to build wealth, and you could be one sale away from living the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. The clock is ticking, my friend. Every day, people are discovering the hidden value of their old coins. Will you be one of them? Or will you let the opportunity slip away? The choice is yours. So, go ahead, check your change, look through your old coins, and if you think you might have a rare 1984 penny without a mint mark, get it graded and see just how valuable it could be. And who knows? This penny could change your life forever. But remember, time waits for no one. Get started today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more valuable coin tips. Drop a comment if you've ever found something surprising in your change. And share this video with anyone who might be sitting on a fortune.